Hey everybody, what's up? We are Two Poets. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, I'm Corey, and this is...
I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. Figured I'd say hi rather than taking a drink of coffee to make you, sputter a little bit.
Right as I take a sip.
Yeah.
First, everybody.
But welcome to Two Poets, the podcast and YouTube channel where we write poetry, react to videos. We do a bunch of weird stuff. But we've really been enjoying this kick of reacting to videos, and it's been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. It's been so much fun, man. We've got a lot of good content too. We found some really good stuff to react to. I'm really excited for today.
Yeah. Today's Ben has not listened to, and I'm really excited for him to listen to this because I told him the first time I saw this video was probably 10 years ago when it came out. Yeah. I just remember like crying when I watched it and listened to it. Yeah, today we will be reacting to Nego True. Daddy, are you proud of me? And I was telling Ben, this is like the first, like, when I first got into like listening and watching like spoken word stuff, like this was the first like produced video of someone doing spoken word that I watched.
It's crazy, man. There was a wave of spoken word content in the like 2010s era.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like 2005 through like 2012. There was a lot of spoken word content. Don't fact check me on that, but that's what I feel like.
I agree. Yeah, because even in like the hardcore music scene, there was like Bradley Hathaway and like Listener, like we did last time, where those guys were in that scene doing like spoken word, just yelling it more than talking it.
Just screaming the word.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, it comes in waves, just like, I mean, pretty much everything comes in waves. And I feel like we're now back into the wave of a lot more spoken word happening again. Like even like all over TikTok and Instagram Reels, like I'm always getting shown videos of new spoken word artists and stuff. And I feel like it's almost like every 10 years there's like a reoccurrence,
Seriously, dude, mental health poetry or therapy poems, things like that. A lot of people addressing emotional issues and emotional needs and emotional vacancies, and it's crazy, man. It's gotten so vulnerable. It's impossible to get on TikTok and look up poetry without getting like the most tear-jerking emotional stuff popping up in your feed. It's insane right now. So
yeah,
it's a good, like, there's a lot of good stuff getting put out there. There's a lot of truth coming out that people are really speaking like hardcore truth and doing stuff. And it's a good time, man.
Yeah. I love that we're seeing, like you said, we're seeing that evolution of spoken word getting to more of the, and obviously like spoken word, I feel like, and like, has always been about issues, back in like the 70s, a lot of it was about like peace and anti-war and stuff with the spoken word. And like, now getting to see all the mental health stuff and like the importance of like, women's rights and like what it is to be who you are. And it's just like really awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like
defining yourself,
Yeah, exactly. And it's so good too. And it's not just like, okay, it's like cheesy poetry. It's like, no, this is like really good stuff getting out there in the world today.
It's good, man. It's a good time for sure.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll put a spoken word piece out where people are like, oh, you got to listen to this. We're going to react to this video.
Dream.
Well, I think we should get right into it. That's why everyone is here to watch, not just to see our beautiful faces, but to listen to us blabber on about somebody and we react to their stuff. So I've got my coffee. I know you've got your coffee, and we're about to play this video. So this is Nego True. The video is Daddy, Are You Proud of Me? Everyone get your tissues. Here we go.
There's things our parents said to us growing up they probably think we forgot. But as kids we soak in those words you said when you were cross. You see, I forgive, I don't forget. I live, I don't regret. And they might call me soft for writing this, you see, but I just got one question and maybe then I'll be free. Daddy, are you proud of me? Juice in my cup, holding back tears in my eyes. I heard your mum arguing again non-stop through the night. I know it was about money, we've never really had a dime. And I'm too young to work, so I'm considering crime. I figured if I can provide for me, then you won't have to. I used to take your money when it was laying on the dresser, maybe this is my fault too. I don't know. Maybe I can buy myself my own school uniform, even give back to you. And if I'm honest, I don't want to live that life, but I don't know. Maybe if you and mum have money, then you'll stick around this time. Maybe you'll be here on my birthday. Maybe mum won't cry. So I'm looking in the mirror like this ain't drug money. This is dad couldn't do it. I still had to feed my mum money. So I feed me now so you and mum can breathe. Daddy, are you proud of me? See, sending money and spending time are not the same thing. Because mum played dad while you were looking after other women's kids. And you could skip the once a year calls on my birthday. I'd rather know if you meant to have me in the first place. See, mum's always out working to provide. And sometimes she goes over the top with how she disciplines, but then I sit and think she has to play the man and woman without the help of a guy. See, sometimes I wish you were here. But it's better that you're not if I'm real with it. Because you claim you love me. But I saw you constantly make my mum upset. Then one day disappear and you left me to deal with it. And you want to know why I'm an idiot? Because I'm with someone now. And they're just like you. Shouting abuse and with that same tongue ask me what's wrong an hour later. Just like you. Doesn't understand that respect and fear are not the same thing. Just like you. And when my friends are telling me that I need to up and leave, and I bring it to convo, I start to sit and think. I don't think letting go is being free, because this must be love. I mean, I learned it from you. And as stupid as it sounds, I still want you to be proud you had me. So I got one question and maybe then I'll be free. Daddy, are you proud of me? I never knew you growing up. Mum never really mentioned you. And it's not that I hate you, but if I had to choose the father of the year between you and mum, then I'd choose everyone but you. You told me be everything I can be when I finally met you. I used to sit and think I want to be a father, but not like you. Grow up to be a man, but not like you. You know how many men would have killed to have a wife like yours, but not a dad like you? So now I'm the man of the house. And if anyone says I resemble my father in the slightest, I tell them that I'm everything that's not you. I'm nothing like you. So I don't have one more question. I'm already free. I couldn't give a damn if you're proud of me. Whiskey in my cup, holding back tears in my eyes. I watched you and learned how to keep all the emotions inside. You know, smile around guests but have no emotions when you're with your family. Some call it pride. People that meet me usually ask how I keep happy all the time. I'm the one that makes all my friends smile. I'm the one they come to for advice. I never tell you what's wrong. I just respond with, I'm cool. Not because you're a bad guy, Dad. I just don't want to disappoint you. Because when you say you can tell me anything, I know in my head I can't. Because I've seen how you respond to smaller things and I don't want to take the chance. See, I got 100 questions that I wish I could ask, but I just keep myself to myself as the memories pass. Headphones in, shut out from the world. I wish I could have hired you when I was a kid, so I could have spent more time with you and did the things that fathers and sons did. I always looked up to you, but you were always out of reach. I saw you as a hero, but you know, some heroes are unseen. You taught me to be hard, and you taught me to believe. I'm the man now, Dad, people listen when I speak. But that's not enough though, is it? Because I see you every day and I still don't know you. See, I studied hard and eventually worked, even helped out a little bit in your church. Respect and fear are not the same thing. Well, at least I learnt that for free. So I just got one more question. Daddy, are you proud of me? Whiskey in my cup, holding back tears in my eyes. Everyone's complaining about their dad, I just wish mine was alive. I never had a lot of memories, but I cherish what I remember. Your sister always tells me stories about you. I know that she won't forget, yo. See, all these relatives say I look just like you. And sometimes I need guidance, so I ask myself what you would do. And if I'm honest, I didn't get to know you how I should have known you, and that's what's really getting to me. But I've done a lot since, Dad. Mum says you'd be proud. But we still in the same flat. One day we'll be out. And I'm not little no more. If only you could see. Sitting by your grave, no one else but you and me. And I want to ask you one question and maybe then I'll be free. Daddy, are you proud of me?
Bro.
Told you, man.
Dang. We forgive, but don't forget. That is so heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, like I was saying, when I first, I mean, I just even had like chills just now listening to it again.
Yeah.
But like, I just remember the first time I randomly stumbled upon this video, and I was just like, couldn't even speak after I listened to it, and I thought about it for months. And I think what resonated with me so much was like the lines where he's talking about, you know, like, I will steal money off your dresser, you know, and one day I'll pay you back. And you know, those lines there, I'm like, gosh, I did that. You know, I was that kid who was stealing money from my parents to get drugs and stuff. And I'm like, ugh, that resonated. But I don't know. Well, so I've seen this already, and I can go on. I want to know what's your thoughts?
Dude, it's crazy because this is such a thing, man. It's the poem that it's original, but it's like I've heard this poem before.
Yeah.
You know, like this scenario. It's so real. And the line where he's talking about as a little kid, I wish I could have hired you so I could have spent more time with you. Oh, dude. Yeah. That's some real stuff. Man, dude, this is one that I'm going to go back to. Like you said, you thought about it for a while. This is one I'm going to, it's so, and the crazy thing is it's really short.
Yeah.
He says so much. That's like what, under 4 minutes? It's like, it's, he packs so much in there. It's crazy. I love in a writing sense, I love poems that come full circle. So he starts out in my cup, tears in my eyes, and he goes through all the childhood, and he goes through like growing up, and then he comes back to where he's an adult, and it's whiskey in my cup, tears in my eyes, and it's like, the dude, there's like this emotional place you go to as an adult where you find yourself in scenarios and you look back at your childhood self as an adult and you still kind of see yourself in there. So there's this crazy need that we have. I you know, and it's not just like a young adult thing. I think it's a thing. I think most people have this. There's crazy need for nostalgia. There's a crazy need for familiarity. And as adults, we find ourselves in situations sometimes where it triggers a moment, it triggers a feeling, and it sends you back to a memory when you were a little kid, you know, whatever. And there's a part of you that's like, that's still me. I still see that little kid in me. But now this version of that kid is just this, you know, I was a lost kid that didn't know what I was doing and just was trying to just be whatever I thought I was supposed to be for people. And it's a full circle trigger of like, now I'm just a lost adult and I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I'm just trying to be whatever I'm supposed to be for people. And there's real power in that. Like there's some real power in that because I've totally had those experiences. And they're little things. Like you'll be making yourself lunch or something and you're peeling an orange or something. And you're like, man, I used to sit in front of the TV and eat oranges, and, you know, watch cartoons. And there's a part of you that's like, where did that innocent little kid go? But then it's like, no, I'm still there. He's still there. Cause I still want to do that. There are times when I still want to like sit in front of the TV and watch cartoons and feel the way that I did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So like adding little like emotional bits like that to bring his experience from a full circle childhood to an adult and reflect on the fact that he's still asking the same question, still getting the same validation. Those things don't go away. They don't change. You forgive, but you don't forget. You know, those are things that you hold on to. And sometimes you carry those same aspects with you generationally. That's a weird word. But like you grow up around someone who treats you a certain way and calls it love.
Yeah.
You gravitate towards those same people when you get older. and it repeats a cycle, and you gravitate to what's familiar. You gravitate to what feels like home or feels like nostalgic or whatever. And if you grew up in toxic atmospheres, it's a continuing cycle. And I think he captured that like so well.
Yes. No, I agree. Like,
man,
just the words were all so true. And yeah, the way his style of storytelling and getting all that across in brief segments. It basically captures human my when it comes to relationships in that 4 minutes, whatever it was. Cause I mean, my wife is a counselor, mental health counselor, and she deals a lot with high school kids. And a lot of the issues that these high school kids have, guess what? Is their parents, relationship with their parents. Like a lot of that is severed and broken, dysfunctional. They come from dysfunctional homes. There's a lot of, poverty and things like that. And I mean, there's a couple clients I've heard about, obviously just small details because I can't know anything because confidentiality, but like stories of a client who just absolutely loves her father, but her father is just this deadbeat that only comes around for money and then pisses the family off and leaves. But yet she still wants that relationship with her father and is so in love with her father, but he treats everybody like crap, And I feel like even inside all of us, we all want that validation. Kind of like you were saying earlier, we want that validation from those that we look up to, even if the relationship is bad, like even in like what he was saying in the poetry, like even though that relationship's terrible, there's still a part of you that wants that validation, that wants to know at least you meant something, and we see that's happening a lot in these like teenage kids where their minds and their lives are starting to change, and they're starting to make their way into adulthood. And then how much of that gets carried over from your childhood to your adulthood. And a lot of that's going to shape the way you make decisions.
Yeah, for sure. I used to do a lot of volunteer work with teenagers and stuff like that. And you would spend time with them and they would, they'd come to church or whatever, and you would talk with them about stuff, or they would go through these programs or go through this therapy or whatever. And at the end of the day, they still have to go home and they still have to go back to these situations. And there's only so much you can do from an outside perspective of helping instill some sort of security and some sort of value in someone when their entire world is this, like, you're just there, or you're not valuable, or you're not viewed as something of merit to the people around you that should be the ones to care for you, And it's such a heartbreaking thing to see that, because you spend so much time with people and you can only do so much. You can only tell them so many times, you can only show them in so many ways. And the only thing you can do is just hope, I hope that they can take something away from this that sticks with them, even through all of the pain and the heartache and the stuff that they have to go back home to,
Yeah.
And it's a sad situation to see anyone in, for sure. But man, I just feel like he is encapsulating that so well, the need for the validation of a parent, the need for love and security. He just captures that so well. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, so the content is there, which amazing writing. Even the flow, stylistically now, my gosh, that flow of the way he just presents his spoken word is amazing. It's almost like verse, chorus, with the whiskey in my cup being the turnaround, the chorus, and then the verses leading up to that. I don't know, just the flow and his cadence with everything. he paused when it needed to be paused, you know, and like everything was just hitting so dead on.
For sure. He has really good delivery. For sure. I would be curious to know if that was something that he shot with a group. This is just me, but I'm just curious to know if he like had actual people that they were filming that, or if he used like stock footage of people, or because even the select clips that he had tied in there fit really well with his delivery.
Yeah. Let's try to look up something here. I'm not sure, but this was, so I didn't realize this, the first of many spoken word pieces from his debut spoken word compilation. So this is from his debut stuff. This is like when he was first getting started. Nego True draws inspiration from his surroundings and also friends such as Sully Breaks, Imhotep, Michelle Scar, etc. I don't know who any of those people are, but they're probably, I mean, they're worthy of note, so they must do something cool. Sure.
Sully Breaks was I haven't seen anything from Sully Breaks a while. That was the poem "Why I Hate School But Love Education." That was a big piece.
Okay.
Out too.
Gotcha. And this right here. This piece takes on 5 different outlooks of fathers, yet Nego True would like to say, no matter your upbringing, try to take whatever positives and lessons you may have and don't let anything you've experienced hinder you.
Nice.
I think that is perfect.
Well done, man. You did. Yeah. You did convey that. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, and so Nego True's got some a book out. I don't know how many books exactly. So there is a book, or probably more books. One of them is My History is More Than Slavery. So definitely go check those out. We will have links to all of Nego True's stuff in the description. But yeah, this one hits hard. I'm going to encourage you all to go back and listen, share this with somebody. Even though this is 10 years old, it's still so powerful. Words are forever. Man,
this will never not be relevant.
Yes.
Dude, that is a super talented person as a poet who can write something that is relevant regardless of time, regardless of like situational culture. Like that's never not going to be relevant.
Yeah.
Love that.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. Stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to share, Ben?
Man, I just really enjoy finding people that either that we haven't heard in a long time, or maybe that we've never, I had never heard of Nego. I thought that was really cool. I'm going to check out more of his stuff. He seems kind of familiar. And I'm wondering if I was actually picturing Sully Breaks. Maybe that's who I was thinking of, because they have kind of a similar air and style about them.
Gotcha.
But I feel like I've seen some of his stuff before and just didn't realize it was him.
Gotcha.
So yeah. I'm gonna go back through some of his stuff on YouTube and see if there's anything on there I recognize, because I feel like I've seen him before.
Nice. Yeah. So also encourage you all to go check out more stuff of Nego True as well. And while you're checking stuff out, you can go back and see our other videos, listen to our audio podcast on Spotify and wherever else you listen to podcasts. We are behind on episodes there because we've been having so much fun doing these React videos. Eventually, we're going to get back to doing the audio version of our podcast as well.
Yeah.
But these have just been so much fun. So either way, you're going to get content from us, whether it's video or audio. So follow us on both. Yeah, I mean, that's it from us. Thank you to everyone watching these videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff people say when you're, watching YouTube videos. It really does mean a lot to us. Smash that like button. Gosh, those guys that like the minute the video starts, they're like, ah! I just immediately leave the video and go somewhere else.
What's up, everybody?
You start your video with "What's up, everybody?"
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyways. Like always, I'm Corey.
I'm Ben.
And we'll see you next time.
Peace.